Welcome and welcome back to my channel, Dripping in Alchemy. My name is Starr. So we are still under the umbrella of the rose, incense, and also some sound. But this is part 3 of a reading that I am filming on the super duper moon in Gemini. So buckle in, everyone, because there is a lot still stepping forward. So if you want to go back and watch the other two readings, they are in the description below. Please bear with me, because this is reading 3 now. And it felt very important to separate these energies because I feel like these are different stages in expression, and the energy is that strong that I honestly can't even remember what I've really channeled for the past couple of readings. So I'm just going to continue on. But as I was pulling for the last reading, the 9 of Wands snuck out and fell on the floor behind me, and I very much felt this very fiery energy stepping forward. Even though this is an air moon, it felt like fire was the predominant energy for the previous 2 readings. So I felt called to bring in the water oracle to continue on this message, because it's like, now let's cool down, let's understand and express where we've been in a calm manner. Let's cool down the energy, let's not be afraid, let's not be lashing out if we don't need to. What does it mean for everyone now? And we've got the healing lagoon, rejuvenate, recovery, time to heal, and it's safe to stop. And I feel like this is where everyone in this pathway right now is wanting to be. You're wanting to be in the healing lagoon. So how can you give that to self? How can you give that to self? And it always throws me when I come out in the cards. The water oracle, physical physical abilities, acting on visions, it's destined, but it's actually psychic abilities. So there's something in the abilities of the physical right now for some that is making you feel a lack somewhere. So maybe this is strength conditioning that needs to happen. Maybe this is just moving your body, being a little bit more active is going to help you feel energized and also be very healing for you. The well maidens, kindness, respect, reverence, and compassion. And I feel like everyone here, you know, you lead and you come with such compassion. And I feel like at times you have been baited into a space of having to be something that is out of your natural character. And I'm hearing that things went awry, you know, people took their sides, and you've just healed from that. So that's okay. 2-2 on the clock there. If you are still in a space of really needing to take time for self, do. Isles of Avalon, healing, returning to wholeness and transformation. And you've decided to transform. Everyone that is here, you've decided to transform. And if you didn't decide, you know, that decision has been taken out of your hands. And I'm hearing, if you know it's destined, why are you fighting it? Why are you resisting it? If you know and you feel like it's destined, if this feels like it's in your waters, if you feel like this is something that was made for you, why are you resisting it? And I'm hearing resistance is futile. For some of you, it's like you tried to, oh my gosh, this is so funny. And I'm laughing because I think I relate to this, whether I did this consciously or unconsciously, but it's like you've tried to backpedal on your spiritual awakening. It's like, oh no, like, I've changed my mind. Like, can I just go back now? And spirit is almost like laughing. Your teams of life are like silently giggling at you in the most loving, endearing way, because they're like, oh, like, honey, like, of course you can't. This is it now. And they will always bring to you, you know, nothing that you can't. They'll always bring to you nothing that you can't not handle. Is that the right phrasing? They won't ever bring something to you that you can't handle, but they're like, it's happening whether you like it or not. A snowman in mystery. And maybe you're just sat in the true mystery of life right now, and perhaps you're not fearful. Perhaps you see the light within self. Perhaps you see the light just up ahead, and maybe you're just tired. So take that pause. You know, depending where you are, you're either in the summer or in the southern hemisphere, where you're coming into winter, and perhaps it is summer but you feel winter, and sometimes that will happen for me with this season. So trust in your timing and know that divine timing is always at play. 4:05, 4:06 on the clock there. And something about Christmas, and I dressed for Christmas this weekend because I saw friends and we were supposed to have a Christmas party and we didn't, and I had Christmas presents still that I hadn't given or gifted, and I wore tinsel. I wore tinsel, and I brought my Christmas pajamas because I was like, we were supposed to have Christmas, and everyone laughed at me, but to me that felt right, you know. And they laughed with me with love for me because it makes sense to them. Like, they know me and they were like, of course she did. But I just knew that I had to be in the Christmas energy, and that's stepping forward. So trust in your seasons, trust in your timings. And we've got not a butterfly, metamorphosis, and you know, this is a very gorgeous unicorn, moth, tiger, tribal, I don't even know what creature. And I feel like perhaps this is how you see life. Perhaps this is how many see you, 5 on the clock there. And that's okay. Not everyone has to understand you, and you don't have to understand everything. All you have to do, oh my gosh, is just keep going. Okay, yeah, this is definitely a calling out reading. Not a tree in roots. It's okay to make roots in the unknown. Wow, and that feels so effing powerful. It's okay to make roots in the unknown. Next to Twiggy here, next to the rose, next to the dragons, you will be and you are supported. Yeah, not a mermaid in daring. I'm being drawn to spears, structures on top of castles, spires, not spears, spires, apologies. Not a dragon in purity. I'm being drawn to like this very whimsical creature here. It's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. I don't know he needs to hear this. And I shared that in a recent video on another channel that I've got, that at certain points in my life I just needed my partners of the past to tell me that everything was going to be okay. And when they did that, I just felt completely at peace. My nervous system would relax, I would relax, and it would just be like, okay, I just needed to hear that. So you can tell yourself this and know and trust that everything is going to be okay, because everything is always working out for our highest good. And I feel like we forget that at times when we perhaps feel like we've been set on fire. Not a flame in creativity, but this is to ignite something. Perhaps you're in snow, but you're on fire. Yeah, not a mountain in stability. Finding the stability in the unseen. I feel like where many are in this journey, in this transformation, and you're coming to the ends of allowing for that to be possible. Wow, I've never seen this card before. Not a deer in harmony. This is a fairly new deck. Yeah, coming back to harmony and peace. I'm being drawn to the Queen's Nose, which was a TV show from the 90s. There's something about that. 655. Trusting in the magic. Magic in the mundane. It's here every day if we choose it. There's an angel in divinity. Yeah, trust in the divine. I feel like this is such a trustful right now that many are going through. And I shared this on my other channel, and another card's just dropped out that I'm going to post in the community tab for this reading. But it's your time to receive. Everyone that is here, maybe this is more cosmic codes, maybe this is inspiration for a future time, or maybe this is creativity to act on now. I'm hearing don't miss the boat. You can't, because it will keep coming back around. But for someone, for many here, it is your time, like right now. And I'm hearing the cosmic ancestors are saying it's time to go. Cosmic ancestors voice your concerns, so speak to them. You know, speak to your ancestors, speak to your teams of light, and say what is bothering you. Spiritual evolution, set your heart free. And maybe this is something that you need to do in order to be set free, is come back to speaking to your teams of light. Yeah, align your universe, navigate distractions. So, you know, I'm being drawn to the woman here. So let's get rid of distractions, specifically of a sensual nature right now. Everyone that is here. What is your heart telling you? What is your third eye telling you? What are your ancestors and everyone else telling you? I feel like that's important. Yeah, and I knew I was going to pull the bottom of the deck energy, guardian. Guard your energy. And for some of you, this is really potent right now. You're going through such a deep transformation. 828. Tap into crystalline energy, the energy of the symbols, animal spirits. And maybe, yeah, I will pull some from the animal oracle deck as well. 838. And I feel like I just said that. Energy signature. The past is in the present. And remember this, everyone. We're calling in everything from all room, space, and time at the exact same time. And I hate this image. Expansion, educate your mind and senses. So I'm not going to keep it on the deck because it always just makes me feel strange. But there's something in that. Ascended masters create open communication. And for some of you, something is coming. Something is coming and you're afraid of it. And perhaps, you know, it has been something that was tempting in the past. Perhaps you feel like this is something that you shouldn't connect to. It feels tempting. It feels like this is a shadow aspect for you. But I'm hearing for so many, you're afraid of being led astray. But actually, what you're afraid of is exactly the medicine that you need. Yeah, the divine will let go of fear. And this is just a fear. What you've been fearing is actually the medicine that you need. And I'm being drawn to the synergy here of Divine Twiggy, the rose, and then the color of this card with the celestial expressions here. Kundalini rising, ignite your passion for life. And I feel like it feels terrifying because it ignites your passion for life, whoever is here. So be aware of that. Be aware of your fears preventing you from moving forward. And I'm being drawn to dragon spirit here, and I can see, well, 3 magpies are all together in the garden as I just come to find this deck. So magpies are significant. 3 for a girl. Interesting. That's a deeper message for some. 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl. Okay. I'm going to have closing messages with the Animal Oracle, which is called the Animal Apothecary, by Cara Elizabeth, which is a very beautiful and colourful deck. And I feel like this is a calm down, slow down. And there's another card that says something like abate the pace before it's too late, which comes from the Flower Oracle. So there's something in that. Just slow down, take it easy, take some deep breaths. Everything is going to be okay. Wow, yeah, you can't write it. Tame and attain, which is basically what I've just said in 28. You're learning to tame your fears so that you feel more stable here. Yeah, you need to feel more stable in order to quantum leap. So trust that it's coming regardless, but you can make it easier by calming yourself now, because the truth will always be the truth, and that just is. And that is definitely a private message for myself, because I've definitely been working through aspects of things just are, everything just is, and that has to be okay. Yeah, evolving through complexity is what I want to share. You are a very complex being, but that is not a bad thing. And I think others in the past told you it was a bad thing, but now you're seeing eye to eye. It's like now they understand you. And for some, you know, this is energies of the past coming back and saying, like, we're sorry, like, I didn't get it, but now I see it. And it's because you had self-worth, self-love, self-value, self-respect, and now it's all coming in for you. This is a quantum leap, and you know, you've given this to yourself. Yeah, so just get out of your head, trust in the divine will and the divine plan, and give all of this over to your teams of light. You know, be like, if you're really struggling, just say, please just guide me, like, I need it, and show me the way. Yeah, and this will help resolve inner conflict. But teams of light, especially angels, can't come in unless we ask for their help. And it might not come in the time that you want it, but it will always come when it's necessary. And for some of you, you asked for help a long time ago, and perhaps it just didn't arrive because it wasn't time, but now it's here. You have to let go of the fear and just transform with the process. Oh, this is really beautiful. This is really beautiful, and I'm feeling called to... Ooh. Yeah, everything is very precariously placed in so many spaces around me right now, because I've just gotten a million decks out. Let go and bury it. Like, bury the past. What is that song? I'm hearing Bury Your Head, which is Seosin. And I was hearing another emo song. This keeps coming through, these emo songs. I can't remember what it's called. Bury, maybe. By Basement, or is it Balance and Composure? It's Balance and Composure. Anyway, it will come to me, but I think you need to bury the past. I'm hearing the Eagle Eye Cherry song, Save Tonight. There's something about that. You don't have to sting yourself twice. Let go of the past because it's done. Yeah, it's dead and buried. The past is dead and buried, so a fresh start needs to... It's just a fresh start. That's what I'm hearing. It's just a fresh start. So I'm gonna tap into the energies and the vibrations of this skull and see what wants to come forward. Clarity is important to everyone here, so ask for clarity. Ask for your teams of light to show you and give you clarity. And you know, if you need this from someone else, request it, ask it. Be like, I just need to know. I'm being drawn to the teeth here, so making sure that everything is in alignment and perfect order. Some of you, you know, you need to make sure that your paperwork's all in order moving forward, because I'm hearing things are really going to kick off. And not kick off, set off, but maybe there might be conflict in your spaces, so they're wanting you to cross your T's and dot your I's now, because it's like you're not going to have time. Everything's just going to blow up in a second, and you're going to think, whoa, okay, like, yeah, I need to get my affairs in order, so now's the time. Maybe this is shadow aspect of avoidance, of putting things in order. This needs to be looked at, because you're going to need this so that things are easier later down the line. But for some of you, you're still in a deep awakening. And Scully's saying, take it slow, take it steady, be gentle with self. And I keep wanting to caress the feel of this. And it's cold, but it feels soft. And there's something about that. I think this is how perhaps how some feel about your energy, or reverse that expression. It's like you're cool but you're soft. And depending on how people treat you is how they receive you. They get to receive you. And I think that that needs to be taken into account when working with others. It's interesting because it feels like how you feel about others perhaps is a projection from them to you, or vice versa. So just be aware of that, because I feel like this has gotten some into tricky situations in the past, or yeah, you got sent on a quest that perhaps you didn't necessarily need to go down, but it's taken you a long time to come back around. When I come around again with Green Day, to see it. For someone, it's like it was always right in front of you, you just didn't want to see it. And that's okay. It's like you've learned the lesson, so now's the time to move forward. But Scully's bowing down to us. I'm being drawn to the X-Files for some reason, that was coming forward. And Skeletor, is it of He-Man? Something like that. Old 80s cartoons is a message for some. This felt like the most random part of the 3-part. And maybe it was because I was coming to the end of being able to hold that energy for such a long time. But also I think that now everyone's energy is going to be dispersing in very different ways for very different reasons. So trust in that vibration. Trust in that everything is always working out and you're always being guided to where you need to go. But the past is dead and buried. Let it go so that you can transform onto a new pathway. But if you would like an extended reading, or to delve into any aspects of energy healing, energy alchemy with me, then do not hesitate to reach out. But that's all for now, everyone. Take care.